Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel, and today just happens to be my birthday, so I'll share one of the Christmas movies that I don't watch a lot, but is still a very good. It's still a very good Christmas movie to watch, and that's Miracle on 34th Street. I've only seen this movie a handful of times, but it's really stuck with me. Um, Not exactly every single minute detail, but like kind of the broad strokes of this film, where it's basically about this man named Kris Kringle, and basically the story is about how he claims to be the actual Santa Claus. And throughout the film, people are trying to determine if he is really Santa Claus or if Santa Claus isn't real at all. And looking back, it was actually kind of weird, all the stuff that happened in the film. So the story itself starts off with Kris Kringle attending like a Macy's Thanksgiving parade, and the guy who's supposed to play Santa is like just completely drunk. So after Chris complains to I guess you could say the manager, who was played by Maureen O'Hara. She gets the Santa fired, and and then she ends up asking Chris if he could play Santa, so he does, and from there he becomes like the main Santa Claus at the Macy's store. And because he constantly says that his real name is Kris Kringle and that he's the real Santa Claus, that opens up an investigation about if he is the real Santa. And looking back on now, I like that whole sequence of Santa being in court, and they're trying to determine if he's Santa Claus by dumping this pile of like letters to Santa on his desk, and I think that they were brought to specifically Kris Kringle's address. Just the whole thing is just so absurd and funny to me. Speaking of, the guy who plays Kris Kringle, Edmund Gwen, he did a phenomenal job in this film. He's honestly one of my favorite Santa Clauses that's been on film. Like, I know there's a lot of different iterations of Santa. Just recently, I think it was 2 years ago, where the movie Violent Night came out, where Santa is like this badass guy who kills people, and yet he is still like heartwarming and great around like the little kid character in that film. This one is like just the charming, kid-loving Santa, just dialed up to 11 here, and it's just really great. If I ever have kids and we go into a mall searching for Santa, that's the kind of Santa that I would like to meet. But the rest of the cast does great. Again, Maureen O'Hara plays the manager, Doris. She does all right. Her fiance or boyfriend or whoever, I think, is all right. The little kid character, I think, is a really great child actress, or was at the time of the film. Even the other characters, such as the manager at Macy's and the district attorney and everyone, like, they're great. And that whole ending with that iconic shot of Kris Kringle's cane leaning up against a wall, that's been stuck with me for so long that I can pinpoint like straight up parodies of that. Like, there was that one Christmas, sorry, not Christmas, but there was that one episode of South Park where they were parodying Miracle on 34th Street with the guitar player Slash, and they had like Slash's guitar up against this one orphanage house, and that was just a clear callback to Miracle on 34th Street, and I instantly understood the meaning of that, and I just loved it. There's really not, again, with a lot of other Christmas films that I've covered, like there's really not much that I can really say that I didn't like about this film. Like even the whole bit where Kris Kringle is in court and he's trying to prove he's Santa, and one of the ways that they use to prove that he's Santa is showing like just the pile of Christmas letters sent to Santa Claus about kids wanting to know what they want for Christmas. Like even that, as ridiculous as it is, I still think is funny and just a great way to show that like Kris Kringle really is Santa. But aside from that, that's all for this review. This film was great. It's I think it's pretty obscure now, but like definitely show it to kids. Like they're, even if they don't completely understand everything that happens, such as the Santa being drunk or Santa literally being in court, like it's still a great heartwarming film to watch during this season. And with that all said, that's all my thoughts for this review, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another one. Bye everyone.